starting.
Hi, nice seeing you again. As I said before, Chris, congratulations. Now your product is, commercially able to make a lot of profit. And, we're here today because I guess there's something that we can trade off together. Um, if you didn't want to sell the product to us, it would be clear that we wouldn't be sitting here today to negotiate what would benefit the both of us.
Yeah, that's very good to see you too. Yeah, obviously we are available to negotiate the product because we're here sitting together. Um, and what is like to start the things? What is your proposal on this?
Well, I won't be able to give you a proposal simply because I don't know how much you think the product would sell. I also I am unsure if I understand that you guys did spend $12 million developing this product, so you might want to make a little bit more than 12 million, right? Because it's to recoup what you spent and also to make a profit. So I want to ask you, how much you think you will make in profits if you were to keep the product and not give it to us?
How much do we think? Actually, we are planning like because our concern is like to develop the formula in order to lose uh the oh my gosh, how to explain you that, to lose the competitive advantage of this. That is our concern. So if we're selling to the market, we are available to make profit, but we could lose that too. So it's like, so that's why we want to negotiate with you, and that's why I'm sitting here. And actually, the numbers are not bad, but we're expecting like if we negotiate with you, we're expecting something better, you know. So
Okay.
I know because you have the uh, capability to provide.
Right. Yeah, we as you may know, we are the only one in the entire company. Let me repeat myself. We are the only ones in the entire company that has the availability to sell externally. With that being said, I don't know if you know this, but 75%, which is more than a half of our profits, come from selling externally. So we know that if we are able to obtain the rights to this new product, we'll be able to, you will be able to lose the fear that, or that you may have of losing that competitive advantage or losing the profits.
Exactly. So let's. What about if we agree and set a time to selling like the competitors, and it started from that?
Yeah. What do you mean by time though? You like there's a time frame
Exactly. I
when
would like to set a time frame between like the selling and the rights, so
Okay, we were thinking of just, I believe that if we do not sell it to your competitors, we will lose profits.
okay.
So the more restrictions we have of selling and, the more restrictions we have, the less money we will make. Like, for example, if you have 20 different competitors that we do not sell to, that's 20 people that we are not selling to, and that's losing money for the company.
Yeah, I understand that. That's why I'm asking for a frame time. So that way we are not concerned about to uh, lose the competitive advantage, and you are not concerned to lose your profit.
Right,
So,
right, and your profit as well,
and
because
our profit too.
because
Yeah.
like I said before, the more money we make, the more money we'll be able to give you, right, the transfer price, which is what, like, depending on what's your transfer price, we will
Okay.
be able to say, we will be able to set the restrictions. I say that because, let's say your transfer price, let's say an example, is 14,000. I mean, sorry, not 14, 14 million, right? Then that means that we will have less restrictions because uh, you're getting a little bit less money. Now, if we say that you want your transfer price to be 50 million, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
there will be, it depends on the transfer price, the restrictions, because um, the less restrictions we have, the more profits we will make, and therefore, the more transfer price the bigger, the more we will be able to give you.
Exactly. Okay. So if we want, if you want me to put the amount, do you want it like at the price in a lifetime profit or a yearly profit?
Well, as you may know, we had the product has a lifetime of 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, if you feel it's better to do it yearly, then we can work on that. And then the other one was live, right? Which is directly give it to you, and then that's it.
I would like to work on a lifetime profit and um the
Lifetime.
yeah, and the frame time for selling to the our direct competitors. So because I would like to clarify that I want to put a frame time on it.
You want to put a time frame, okay? So there's no such thing for you of no time frames, like just starting off and selling it to your competitors. You do not want to do that.
Yeah. I mean, like, um, we can negotiate, depends the numbers, but we prefer to put to do that the way that I said.
Okay. Okay. So Magnetic Advances was a little bit interested in having no restrictions, no time frame.
Okay.
So then, if we were to negotiate no restrictions, no time frames, just starting off and selling straight ahead to your competitors and anyone in El-Tek's competitors, what would be the ideal transfer price?
Hmm. What about 145 million?
Wow. If we
We want to protect the company, yeah, and the product.
that's a little bit too much, simply because we don't see, if we give you 145 million, and that's lifetime, right?
Yes, lifetime and no restrictions.
And that will be one time payment, right? The problem with that is that we won't make any profits by giving you 145 million.
Okay, so I make you another offer. What about 125 with 6 months of time frame?
6 months, no selling to your competitors, but selling to El-Tek's competitors for 6 months. Correct?
Mm, yeah.
And then after the 6 months, we are able to own the rights of the product and with no restrictions, you're saying.
Give me 1 second. Let me do my numbers and then.
Yes, no, take your time. It's
Yeah. Yep. And yeah. For 6 months.
because I'm looking at my documents now. 120. And my with no restrictions and no limitations, is there a minimum amount that you could do? Because I understand that you're saying 145 million.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your maximum or is that your minimum?
Is is that the starting point to negotiate?
That's your starting point, yeah, right? Because I
So yeah, what is your proposal on that if you're interested in that?
I am interested in that because, as I told you, if we are able to begin selling it and exploiting this product, we'll be able to make the profits right away. So I was thinking, you told me 125 with the 6 months restrictions.
Correct.
What if we do the 125 with no limitations and no restrictions?
Uh, no, because I'm asking you with no limitations with 145. Why not we work on that amount if you don't want um limitations and restrictions?
Right. The only, 6 months isn't big of a difference. 6 months go by fast. So.
Yeah, but that still can make a big difference. Like,
Yeah. The only thing is, it's important to note that, when you put a product out on the market for the first time, there's a lot of people who are skeptical, and it's not going to sell as much as when it becomes more popular. Um, so what about if we do 130 million, no restrictions, no limitations?
mm, oh my gosh. What about if we do 142? Not restrictions, not limitations.
Well, I was hoping you would meet me halfway, right?
Yeah. So
Because it went from, I don't know, 130 all the way to 142. Uh,
think about it, and because I asked you initially 145 for that, so now I'm like lower 142, and like it's still no restrictions, no limitations, which I told you before. Our one of our concerns is like loss, um, the competitive advantage.
advantage, right? Because you
Ah,
guys are the ones who created it, so
exactly. So now we are giving to your company the rights, and I think it's fair for the price, the lifetime price.
no, and overall, we are partners. We
Exactly.
are from the same company, and we have to work it out together. We have to as a team.
Exactly.
Right. But I'm surprised because you guys spent 12 million in this, and you guys are asking for so
Yeah,
much.
but we make the numbers and we know the profit that you're gonna make with no restrictions and no limitations. So you are capable to make much more than that. So I mean, not even we don't gonna lose, you don't gonna lose, and it's a win-win situation.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't share the numbers that our analysts have developed, but if if um if we give you a transfer price of 142 million, we will be in a deficit. We will not, simply because we won't be able to, So, how about if we do 135 million? No limitations, no restrictions, and then you are able to recoup what you invested in the product, and on top of that you will make a profit at the same time.
Hmm. From 145 that I was asking you initially to 135 is like, I think the concession is. What about 140? Let's stick at that. 140.
I don't think we will make a profit with 140, because this product only has a 2-year warranty. That's why.
Do you really think so? But I think you can make because it's no limitations on that. Otherwise, I can give you the as I said before, 125, but 6 months of restriction. So
125, you said?
yeah, 125 and the 6 months.
That would still be a little. It just, the differences do not make a difference.
And the profit, but it's gonna make the difference. You will see.
No, of course, we know that this product is commercially able to, do, or can. But I really want to stick with the no limitations on its distribution and being able to own the rights of the product. We want you guys to win too. It's not just
Exactly. Because as you mentioned before, we work together. We are a team, so that's why I'm giving you the no limitations on that, and then I already lowered the price from 145 to 140.
right. And that's the maximum you could lower it, or is there another? Is there? Can you go down to, let's say, 137? Is that a possibility?
My gosh, what that's the best offer that you can give us because it's kind of already too low. Remember,
For no limitations, no restrictions, that is
the maximum 137. Um, so as I said, we are in a concern about the limitations and about that. So, uh, what about the other one? As I said, 125 with 6 months.
for that one, for that condition. We could only do 120 million.
Oh my goodness, you put him in on the spot too. So I don't what to
So now you decide. Do you want to do 137 million for the first choice, or do 120 for the second one? Take your time, no rush. Take your.
Yeah, it's because I'm making the numbers. I'm doing my numbers. So you said 120 with the 6 months restriction, right?
Correct. So, excuse me.
And for the other one, no limitations. You said 100 then?
In 37, and like I told you before, 75% of our net sales come from external. We have a big amount of buyers, and we are able to exploit this product and make it even more profitable than you see it in your papers, than you see it in your calculations. You will make more, we will be able to make more money out of this.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna take the deal of um 120 with a 6 month restrictions.
So you do not want to do the first deal at all, even if it's for
That's because as I told you, we're asking for that, and I think we're gonna make better numbers on the other one. So if you are willing to offer a little bit more than 137, let's go. We could work on that too.
so no, you 137 is you're not accepting it at all.
No.
No? Okay, so 120, 120 for 6 months restriction. So Magnetic produces Z25 and is prohibited from selling to Audio's direct competitors for 6 months, but we will be able to sell it to El-Tek's competitors and anyone else.
Yeah.
And then we will give you a transfer price of $120
Okay.
million.
Deal.
Thank you so much.
Very nice to see you again. Thank you.
Bye
A
bye.
pleasure to make business with you.
Yes, always.
Bye.